Leon G is Shorty that like the rapper. Mm-hmm. She the joint that is on Cyphers and all the other and on the other joint. Was she on Show Me the Money?
Mm-hmm. She on Show Me the Money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she like that.
Girl, yeah. This they first feature, like.
This
the first K-pop, like,
you know, this a idol kind of hood. You know, we show the hood love.
You gonna get like, some real niggas.
It's a lot of fucking love. Yeah. What's up, Carrots, man? Welcome to the realest fucking YouTube channel on the planet. Welcome to Redemption 46. I'm Nick.
안녕, 로입니다.
I'm Curtis.
No, I'm Zach.
I'm sorry, I saw 17 brought the hood with him, so I figured
it's cool. You just saying that in front of our innocent mock nail.
Yeah, my fault, bro. Nah, look, what is the title though?
Pa이팅 해야지. Fighting 해야지. I don't know what 해야지 is, but I know what fighting is. That's what the first word is.
Let us know in the comments and shit. It might be fighting the rest of the industry after this shit drop.
Fuck it, we got what you call it. Let me search it up.
It might be fighting the rest of the industry. Yeah, if this is your first time on the channel, become a real redeemer today. Hit that subscribe button. This is the realest YouTube channel on just out and about. You get the real uncut here. No discrimination, no bullshit.
Ooh, no pandering.
Cheers. No pandering. Cheers to that. Yeah, we hot. Also, make sure you guys jump on the Patreon. It's exclusive 17 content on there. The God is on there, but we're going to be doing a new one at like some point. Live performances, exclusive choreo battles, and all that decent stuff. You found that yet, or you good?
It says it means I should, so I'm guessing I should be fighting.
I should be fighting. Fighting demons. Let's jump into this reaction and have a conversation.
It's the first time we've ever seen a group feature an artist like this. Like another artist.
Yeah, especially you said group.
Artist too, yeah.
You said group because I was supposed to say King Daniel has some real niggas.
No, I know.
Yeah. DK.
Look at the vibe of this already. That's creative.
I like that orange tracksuit. DK to hold me like that.
That beat sounds familiar. Hey, na 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 na. That's catchy.
Really upbeat.
Hey,
nice.
일어나는 기분 뭐같이 철없이 부자중처럼 제끼고 dance 왜 balance in this 등 발가락에 전부 다 패니 ooh I feel like I'm 17 이런 도박에만 되는 분해가 같이 살기에는 내 시간이 너무 아깝지 man You're wrong deserving Abortion is unnecessary 다시피 인생은 원래 그지 같아 그러니 조금만 힘을 내 구겨진 인생을 연주하는 우리 비운의 baby 차분히 다 막장을 연주해 We got plenty more pages left to play
She
fucked that up.
We talking about flow, man.
Hey.
Gonna be a top 5 feature of the year.
Oh my god. Full 16.
Number 1 so far. Oh wait.
Yeah, I know.
They gonna be like, what? Ruin the whole video.
Freeze frame.
You know what that?
Oh, this is not the whole group. This is
No.
BSS.
Yeah, nah. Nah. Also, I think I do know what that kind of sounds like because it's a nostalgic feel. It sounds
like a
like
trot song.
Sound like they took my boo DJ, the DJ Ghost joint or whatever, and like extended like something in the back. I hear like. Watch the, especially in the chorus.
Oh, I know what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, so at least to me, that's kind of, it sounds distressed and kind of like drawn out, and that's like it was just giving me nostalgic vibes. So if that's not how they did it, that's kind of
that's actually a pretty good observation because I didn't hear that first time around.
Yeah, it sounded kind of angelic to me, and it just sounded extended, like but it's either here nor there. Because I think the rock element kind of changes it up a little bit with the guitar.
I
and
definitely
everything.
love the steel drums.
Yeah, nah, this was dope. Y'all know we're very transparent here. Her verse elevated a lot.
I have to fight.
Oh, I have to fight. Yeah. Her verse definitely elevated everything, and I mean that respectfully. Like, I think the song was like decent. I know the choreo for this is probably gonna be super fun. And I like for 17 to be in this element because we know how dangerous they can be when they get into kind of like that hot choreo or fear or just, you know, those choreos. So I like when they have like these more kind of fun joints. The choreo here kind of reminded me more of like snap shoot or like kind of like clap kind of like things of that nature. But does it tell you every member that was in the unit?
Now. I know one is DK
and Sungwon right there. Yeah. DK, Sungwon, and I thought I saw Hoshi.
No, I know Hoshi. He got that face.
That falsetto.
He got that.
Nah, but I really like this a lot. Definitely, like one I want to see like a live performance of and everything. I was wondering like what was going to be their approach with her on here, just because I swear I thought I heard her singing or doing something before.
I heard one bit of singing. That's just her solo song.
Yeah, I've heard a bit of her either singing, and I know she can do some type melodic, but most of the time she has a downhill flow. She has a like a downhill flow that I like, and I kind of knew you were going to get that. So I was just wondering what they would prepare for her to be on here with, because you know I wanted it to contrast and not kind of be like just the same, like conflict. But I think they did a good job. I like that they were still playful and everything, and didn't turn this into a situation like, okay, since you know we got a K-hip hop artist on here, we kind of, I don't want to say change who we are, but you know how some people might be like, oh, if I got a drill rapper on here, I gotta be on some hood shit or something. They didn't do that. They just kind of stuck to who they were and still let her rock, and it still meshed well together.
And also to add to that, usually, I don't want to say it's like proper etiquette or anything like that necessarily, but it's like I know a lot of times when artists will feature on quote unquote the larger artist like project or whatever. If you're a feature on their song, you want to blend yourself to their styles as best as possible to kind of mesh everything, as well as stretch kind of your the way in which you kind of go about your verse or whatever. I love that they both were really like in their own kind of lane respectfully, but the song again did still mesh together. Her bars were crazy.
Yeah,
the flow and everything was all hard hitting. It felt like a full 16. I mean, yeah, that was without a doubt my favorite part of the song. Though I did really love and respect what 17 was doing as well, and how fun and just cheerful the song was. No pun intended.
Nah, this is a good joint, and I also like that Playdus is letting them kind of do them as far as like starting to see like all the different sub units. We already know kind of what the leader sub unit like get into. All the solo work that they got going on and stuff, because we seen the Hoshi, Woozy, Vernon. I feel like I'm missing somebody else. Probably missing somebody else, but we Joshua and Vernon did a join together. We're just Playlist, it seems like, and Hybe is letting them kind of do their thing as far as like putting out some of the solo content and then doing everything that they do together. Waiting to kind of see what's going to be the one that kind of knocks it out the park this year as far as them being together collectively, just because Hot kind of like fucked up a majority of our years in the
Cheers
best way
possible. That was Cheers for me.
And,
but
and Cheers also, like, you know, just to kind of have those two type Johns like drop in 1 year is heavy.
Darling, that means, look at that. Really, all three of us, we got love.
Well, no,
for
I mean, Hot's still
no, but I'm saying each person having like the one song we like, and it's each of the three.
Even think about the range. Think about the kind of subunit, you know, producer, I guess, subunit / rap subunit type track that Cheers is. And then look at what, you know, Hot is, you know, collectively. And then, you know, Darling being the first English track, if I'm not mistaken, from them. Correct. So they've been experimenting in incredible ways. All the solo stuff, as you said, you know, Vernon with like the black eye, Ruby, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Woozy.
From Woozy. So it's just like, I'm really excited to kind of see.
I forgot the name.
Yeah, and Hoshi was Spider.
Oh, yeah, and I don't believe I was here for that. Or at least at the time, but I believe I heard it later on.
In the 8. That's what I forgot. The 8. We did something from the 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but nah, and I agree that like you said, all 3 different songs, and they've, you know, quote unquote been like experimenting. I think 17 in particular is a group that kind of can mesh in any like genre. I told you I love like Snap Shoot a lot. That sounded like a gospel song. You know what I mean? I remember. I don't know if you remember that reaction. That's when people got up and was clapping and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
I was people.
Yeah. So yeah. Nah. So it's just like we know what we getting from them and shit. So I'm cool. I like this a lot.
That choreo is just really.
I know it's gonna slap.
It's dope. With all of these genres, I'm getting someone from my 17 bias line, which is Scoops, DK, and Dino. So like now it's just next to see Dino in something like a subunit or something like that. But DK, of course, held court in this genre for me. Hoshi's always a delight to watch, though. No matter what, like the performance is or anything what they do, he's always going to stand out just because he is the leader of the dance line for a good reason. I like this. This is something I watch more than like listen to, if that makes sense. Some songs, it's not a song I'll listen to in the car or drive or whatever like that, but I love to watch the video. And no better reason than, even like I said, besides them, she's dope. I really love Lee Young G. I can't wait to get like a full project from her and kind of see, you know, where she's going, because it's not just like one of those things where she has a following because of how she looks, which is kind of, you know, a thing over there in Korea sometimes, and sometimes with the idols and artists.
Show Me the Money, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. So that she has her own variety show already. People love her. She didn't already had Jen on there, you know, and Hoshi. Hoshi is one of the more popular episodes from what I've heard. I actually haven't watched it because I want to watch that with us. But
you can look at the shit, but if that music don't slap.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
that look good. That music don't slap.
Everything I've heard her on, from the J Park DNA song, she had the best verse on that, in my opinion. She killed the song with Hyolyn. She killed her
Big Nord. Big Nord. Was she on there with them? Well, no, he was.
Oh, that freestyle joint they did.
Yeah. She was on Big Nord. She was on that.
Everything I hear her on, she has the best verse. Like, so, you know.
Oh yeah, because she wasn't on there. That was a purge.
This was no different, man. And she's a very pretty girl too. So it works in favor that she's talented as well as good looking. So, like I said, I can't wait to see where, you know, it goes from there. And I'm glad she's getting the hype and the love that she deserves.
I thought we was gonna brag about the K hip hop and Idol mesh.
Oh, I thought I said that at the beginning, but that might have just been us talking.
A 5-minute rant.
Oh no, I don't even got a rant. Y'all see it happening. Well, y'all see it happening. Yeah, y'all see it happening. But it's not even this group that's a question about. So, you know, we only get that flag with like 2 other groups. But
I'm definitely curious how the collab came about, though, and kind of, you know, what.
I want to say Hoshi, because he went, like I said, he went on her show, and it's been like I ain't gonna say legendary because it's too early for that, but that episode is really talked about.
I'm trying to think if I've seen a 17 collab with anyone else but them.
It's too many niggas. You got 13 members in the group. What you getting features for? Somebody gonna be mad.
He was like, "Listen, you ain't
subunit features."
He said, "I heard your joint ain't sound like her."
Like, bro, I ain't never had two bars in a row on a song. You get features and shit. Goddamn.
That's crazy. You look at your man and shit like, you cut my verse.
I ain't never had 2 lines back to back. Now you get the features and shit. Goddamn.
Nah, they probably running around. Do I look like I got left off hot?
You must be the nigga with the hat and the long hair. Let me stop. They like the carrot stuff with my ass.
That's the big.
What's up, my man?
I actually like this a lot. I loved her rap line a lot,
Crazy.
though. Her joint was really crazy. Her flow was fire. Like one of you guys said, it's definitely dope how they all stayed in their lane. Like nobody had to force their way into anyone else's world, and they all just meshed together well. Going on to the fits, that jumpsuit, orange jumpsuit, is actually fire with the Rick Owens. That joint was super clean. That Marnie's blue sweatsuit, that joint is actually fire. Lil Meech, that is how you rock it. Not what you did, bro. I'm sorry.
Reach
But-
like
This is real niggas for these K-pop niggas.
50 Cent just unsubscribe.
This one fuck
I like
with y'all.
this a
Y'all might as
lot.
well be on stars.
I'm not gonna lie though. One thing that I do dislike in fashion a lot is sports jacket with t-shirts. That is one thing I do not like. I find that really weird and tacky. Other than that, I really do love this song. But like Lo said, I feel like this is definitely one of those ones where you want to watch the video instead of just hearing the song. Like if it comes on, cool. I won't be like going straight to it to play it, like if I'm in a car. But it may be like one of the first songs I go to on YouTube. Definitely like to start off the playlist. Like to just start off the runs of songs that YouTube does. Yeah. This could definitely be like the start of it. Video was definitely clean though. I like this.
DK, Hoshi, and Sekwon are over some of your favorite idols, by the way. Nah. Somebody like
Yo, I can't just be peaceful, okay?
not a vocal talent is super slept on. They two of my favorite falsettos like in just K-pop, and I think DK vocally is better than a lot of niggas.
He's my vocal bias in the group.
Some people think he has a top 10 most powerful voice. You know, K-pop. He said somebody was like, "What was the shade for?" Dog? I just wanted to have a good time.
They're just cheering. Like,
It's cheering.
just cheers.
It's BS.
One thing I'll add too is I like kind of some of the playfulness in the video as well that was mentioned earlier and how that ties into choreo, but also like how they kind of had the set piece of like things being down and them kind of seeming like they're the only ones representing like, you know, the cheerfulness around everyone kind of, and you see like the background of like the stocks going down or whatever, and then literally right when her part comes on, everyone starts cheering and then the stock starts going up. Like she literally answers the call to kind of start her verse and everything. So there was like a lot of
Her stock about to be up for sure.
There was a lot of kind of
In real
slick,
life.
like playfulness within that, and some of the production design and set design that they, you know, kind of worked into the concept of the video overall, and I thought that was really creative as well.
I need a burnt orange DK photo card. Any carrots that can make that happen or point me in the right direction. I appreciate you.
Yeah, and I know that especially with the leaders, and I thought it was 2 other like kind of subgroups they had. I'm pretty sure this probably was something that was formed in 18 or 19 probably. Jump in the comments, please, and let us know what other songs they have. Just because obviously, you know, you like Cheers. I love Change Up for like leaders.
Okay.
But I don't know if those is the only 2 songs that the leaders have together. Just like I don't know how many BSS songs it is either.
Like I said, I feel like it's impossible for them to have like a whole lot of music, especially that we haven't heard yet or anything like that. Like the subunits, not the whole group. But I feel like it's impossible for the subunits to have more than maybe like 3-5 songs or something like that together.
Probably
That
not
we have,
3 or
because
5 songs.
that's a lot when you can, like I said, 13 members and y'all doing all this other stuff.
But they do got a lot of title tracks we haven't done yet, a lot of B-sides. So it's so much 17 content that like we didn't get into. I do agree with you as far as like I don't think it's gonna be crazy, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's 5 or 6 tracks. You know, I'm assuming. But yeah, I'm good.
Fantastic.
Last thing I was really going to add was basically at the end it kind of said, I'm trying to look at the last frame here. It was,
Let me keep going.
yeah, keep going for 1 sec. That the second wind. Knowing how they played off the kind of Face the Sun was the last project, so this whole second wind, I'm kind of curious if they're working in an elemental sort of concept into kind of whether it's changed direction or whatever the case may be. But I'm curious how they're going to kind of follow that up. And a little bit, how we had checked out the last, I believe it was a award performance thing, but basically how it tied in Shadow and Hot and all these kind of things where it went from like a darker kind of sequence of songs to some of the brightness and the whole face of the sun concept. I really, I know we haven't, kind of heard the full aspect of those things, but I thought that was, really interesting with kind of how they did everything. So I don't know if this is a thing for the new project or whatever as far as the whole second wind thing, but I'm curious kind of how they'll work that in as, the months go by or whatever.
Second win sounds like a double entendre too. Like you got your second win, and like you're doing another album. Like your second win in sports. Second win, like you won. They won a lot of awards last year.
If
second win
theoretically,
again.
yeah. If this was theoretically the title track too, like hypothetically on whatever new project that would be too, that's the whole second win thing as well would be because how they say the fighting aspect in the song, kind of coming back for that second round or that again the second win.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting, and I just love the whole elemental kind of concept that they seem to be going with here.
Yeah. BSS should have been on VVS. Like you drawing there.
The life is shining.
Nah, jump in the comments. Tell us how y'all felt about this. Tell us your favorite verse. Let us know any of the information that we asked. Definitely want to get into more of the 17 content BBS.
As always, put your bias first before your comment.
They said we're gonna fight now.
Everybody,
he wasn't on here. It's something it's like Joshua isn't in here.
It's all good. We still love and understand. Put your bias in the comments as well, or before your comment.
It is always interesting to hear people's bias and stuff, and then sometimes I'll be curious.
I feel like some people be scared to talk about their bias. Sometimes like, why don't you like the whole group? Because that does happen a lot. Somebody will just pop out of nowhere. Oh, you don't like everybody? I'm like, damn, bitch! I just said this is my favorite. Shit.
I'm OT 13.
Yeah, fuck. I can't say the one member I like the most. Damn.
Yeah. Why you think someone always kind of like someone a little bit
It's
more?
always some damn comic cop or some shit like that.
People be lying when they say they like everybody equally.
Yeah. Maybe one or two groups.
You like all your kids equally?
Well, it's only two.
I do understand the type time of if you pull any one member from the group and they're not there, the group isn't the same kind of. And I respect it on that front.
Yeah, and I mean that
the group needs this exact collection of people.
Yeah, and sometimes that happens. Obviously, if your group got a rap line and a vocal line too, and vocal line isn't on there, some things may be missed. But when your group got all rounders and shit, that was this trick game.
Yeah. You might still like someone's all roundedness a little more.
Like, comment, subscribe, #Redeemers. Let us know what other 17 tracks you should get into. Jump on the Patreon. It's gonna be exclusive 17 drip up there. Love y'all. Holla at y'all. Peace. Care.